today I am at Carowinds. I've never been here before. I'm super excited. I can't wait to ride some of these rides. I've seen a lot of videos, I've heard a lot of things. I can't wait to bring you this park. I've traditionally been nothing but Disney with a few trips to Universal. Other than that, I think I've been to Six Flags once, so I don't get around to a lot of those amusement parks. I've generally always been Disney, so branching out a little bit to try things out, and I'm gonna take you along for the ride. I can't wait for you to experience this with me. Let's see what we can find. What a great first ride. I got into the park and I head over to Nighthawk. It was closed. I did read something about that ride potentially being closed down, so I wasn't really alarmed by that. The next one that I wanted to hit, based on what I was reading for having long lines, was Copperhead Strike. So I got over to Copperhead Strike. There wasn't a lot of people there. I think everybody's over at Fury 325 right now, and those other rides in the beginning of the park. I got all the way back to the back of the park. It's kind of using the map. I kind of got lost and didn't really know where to go at first, but I figured it out. Got over to Copperhead Strike and it broke down. So I stood there for about 10-15 minutes while they were getting it back up and running. And then that ride is pretty cool. It's got a really slow invert when you leave right off of the beginning. You invert out, watch somebody's phone fall out of their pocket, and then it takes off. All the inversions, it's kind of slow. You almost feel like you're gonna fall out. It's quite an insane ride. I'm probably gonna come back and ride that tonight when it gets dark. I had a lot of fun on that. Obviously, I can't judge it based on any other rides because I haven't rode any other rides yet here, but I did have fun on that, so I definitely want to ride that again. I'm gonna go hit some more rides and I'll let you know what I think. But I actually don't know where I'm going. I'm just wandering right now, looking at things. I looked on the map. Fury 325 was temporarily closed. So I'm gonna wander what I think is in that direction. And hopefully it'll open up by the time I get there. Maybe I'll go on the Flying Cobras while I'm here. The thing that differs here is the ability to put your bag somewhere. When I went on Copperhead Strike, it said to put your bags in a locker, and then you could put hats, sunglasses, and phones in the pouch on the back of the seat. Well, there was no pouch on the back of the seat, so I had to put it in my pocket. Luckily, it didn't fall out like the other person. So I don't really know if I need to find a locker. I see other people going with bags on there. Let's go over to Fury 325. Hopefully that opens up. We can get on that before too many people get here. The park doesn't seem to have a ton of people here. Passing the Carolina Gold Rusher. One really neat thing about this park is it is separated between the North Carolina and South Carolina line. I believe that's what is representative of this white line on the ground. If I remember what I've seen properly on other YouTube videos, but maybe not, I don't know, maybe the way that that turns here, it might mean something else, but somewhere in the park there's supposed to be a separation line between the two states that runs through the park. wow. Fury 325 was absolutely amazing. That's a super smooth ride, 325 feet in the air, and then you drop, plummet down to the ground. I just couldn't believe it. I've never ridden a ride like that before. That was amazing. A lot of air time. I just felt like I was floating on so many parts of that. Come up over like a little ramp in the track, and you just feel like you're floating in the air. It was just amazing. After that, I had my stuff in the locker, so I jumped over on the hurler, which is the wooden coaster right next to it. Just like a typical wooden coaster, you feel everything. That's a lot of fun riding on those old wooden coasters like that. Definitely a rough ride. Nothing smooth about it. It tosses you, throws you around, but it's a blast. Glad I jumped on that. I'm gonna walk around, grab something to eat. I got the dining pass, a premium all-day dining pass. It was like $43.99, and with that I can get, part of the meal plan is every 90 minutes I can get a entree, side, snack, and then also a drink. I can get a drink every 15 minutes with that. They have Coca-Cola all around the park. I'm gonna kind of check into the different restaurants and see what options that I can get with this dining plan. I think it was a good idea to get this just to try a bunch of different things out while I'm in the park. One thing about this is Carowinds is absolutely cashless. You can convert your cash to a card when you come into the park. Other than that, no cash anywhere. You need to use a card, so plan accordingly. If you're coming, use a debit card, or make sure that you bring cash and convert it over to a card when you come in the park at one of their machines. Right next to the Starbucks when you come in was the first one I seen. I'm sure they've got other places around the park as well, but that's the first location that I seen. I went into Chicken Pete's here to get lunch. I grabbed a original cheesesteak, and they have what they call crab fries. It's crinkle cut fries with a crab seasoning on it, really good flavor to them. One thing that I discovered is with the dining plan option that I purchased, instead of a full-size cheesesteak, you get a half a cheesesteak, side of fries, and then the drinks are quite a bit smaller than what they give to everybody else. Obviously you have unlimited refills while you're inside, and because I can get a drink every 15 minutes, it doesn't really matter to me that it was a small drink. I just filled it a couple times while I was in there. So that was one thing to note about the dining plan, is the portions are a little bit smaller than the full size, but that's okay because you get to get something every 90 minutes as you walk around. So it's really good to just snack as you wander through the park, and it's a good option to try a lot of different things. And that's going to be a wrap for me from Carowinds. I had a phenomenal time today. I rode a few of the roller coasters. I took on Fury 325, Hurler, and Copperhead Strike. Quite a few of the other ones were closed down. Nighthawk was down. The one that was Intimidator, they changed the name of it, that was down, as well as the ride that takes you all the way up so you can circle around and see. I don't remember the name on that either. That was down. Couple breakdowns throughout the day, but I just didn't really feel, after I rode the 3 roller coasters back to back this morning, there was really no waiting in line, nothing going on. So I hopped on those right away and I rode those one right after another, and then I got that, queasy feeling. So I walked around the park for a little bit. I stopped and I utilized the premium dining plan, which I think is worth it. If you're going to utilize Coca-Cola products, I don't generally drink a lot of Coca-Cola products. Powerade, lemonade was about all I drank. I didn't drink anything else. I would have been fine with just drinking water all day or buying a drink, as opposed to paying the increased money to get the dining plan with the drink package to it. So for me, that really wasn't a good deal. Food-wise though, if I would have just bought the regular dining plan, what I ate in food definitely covered my cost.